Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Binky Bink. What y'all ladies up to on this beautiful Saturday morning? Charlie's at the groomer, Rita. Good morning. How are you? He's at the groomer this morning getting him a haircut. We walked I normally walk him about 7:30. So we walked a quick walk this morning. He was being grouchy. So that's why I didn't go live. He was growling for no reason. I'm like, what is wrong with him? But who knows? He might have felt something or heard something and I just didn't see it. But it was weird. But yeah, he was just, I'm like, what the world wrong with you this morning? I guess even dogs wake up on the wrong side of the bed. But yeah, I'm gonna show y'all his fresh cut when he come back from the groomer. So I normally bring him once every 5 days or so. I'm sorry, I said 5 days, 5 weeks. I only bring him to the groomer. He grows so fast. I try to get it cut low, 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 but it's really, really fast. So good morning, created my soft life. Good morning, Tammy baby. Created my soft life. You gotta let me know who you are in my inbox on Facebook. Is that picture for me? Oh my God, is that picture for me? Good morning, everybody coming in. I see I got 20 people in here with 4 likes, so somebody watching, and they just didn't say good morning. It's probably them butch watchers. But oh, okay, Angie E, got you. Okay. Y'all so creative with them names. But the only thing I hate about changing the name, you gotta wait, what, 14 days? So, hey, good morning, Keishawn. How are you this morning? Rita said he knew that he was getting groomed. Girl, that may have been what it was. I didn't even think about that. And actually, he didn't even know we were going because I didn't know. I went back home and said, because normally Saturdays are really busy at the groomer, and I didn't have an appointment. I never have an appointment. I just call at 8 o'clock in the morning when I see he need a haircut and just call, and they normally take me in as a walk-in. But if you don't have an appointment, sometimes it can take all day. So but when I called this morning, they said they had all three groomers there. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll go ahead and bring him because it won't take him long. But I like to bring him early in the morning, be the first person because Charlie doesn't know about being like in a cage. He has not been bound in a cage in years. So, like, not even when I leave the house, I mean, he's 8, almost 8 years old. So, he's been potty trained and all of that. So we don't have to or house trained. We don't have to worry about him tearing up anything. And really, I'm not gone long from him unless I leave throughout the day and come back later. But so yeah, they keep him in a cage. And baby, I know he actually bit me one day trying to. The lady came up from behind me, and Charlie is very protective. And he must have thought the lady was about to do something and he tried to get at her. He tried to bite her, the groomer, but he ended up biting my finger. And when I tell you, that was a pain like no other. But Charlie was so upset with himself. He knew he had hurt his mama. And oh Lord, when I picked him up from the groomer, you could just tell his poor feelings was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was trying to bite her. But yeah, he don't like grooming days. He likes to ride in the car, but when we pull up there, he looking like, "Are you serious right now?" Yeah, Binky, we already know. Look, you're here later. Good morning, Miss Shawn. Good morning, Nisi. How y'all ladies doing on this Saturday? This happy Saturday. It's pretty here. About 87 degrees. What's y'all weather looking like in y'all areas? Is it hot? Is it raining? I'm sure it's hot. Hopefully nobody has any rain going on. Anybody doing good morning, Margot? Anybody doing anything spectacular today or this weekend? Getting out the house, going spend time with family, going to do anything today? Go this way. Good morning, Margot. Good morning, Cancer. Miss Sean, you got any showings today? You working today or you chilling today? Rita said, yeah, sounds like my dog when he was younger. I have to take him to a groomer for, oh, okay. For older dogs. Good morning, Shanta. Yeah, they get so grouchy. I guess they just like us. They just get grouchy when they get older. He's still really playful though. And but when he don't want to do something, shit, he ain't doing it. Hello, Scully. How are you? We decided to come this night. That hat today. Well, right now. So I said, hey, let me come for my morning walk since Charlie only got about a block out of me this morning. Cause oh my god, we got the trolls in here, child. Binky Bink, I added you as a mod. Girl, got some of these crazy folks in here. Rita said, Rita, where are you? Is you working today and it's raining? Hmm. I hate a rainy Saturday. You know, Saturday's supposed to be beautiful. Marco said, it's hot here in my city. We are going to be 106. Where are you, Marco? You must be close to Texas because I think it was supposed to be 106 today here. Are you nearby, Texas? Good morning, Sensonia. Um, Miss Shawn said, girl, today is work at home and doing last minute planning for October. Oh, what you got going on in October? I know what you got going on in October. That's going to be here before you know it. Let me know if you need any help, any planning. So, Miss Sonia said, good morning, Candy and Chat. You have motivated me to start back walking. How far do you walk, mile wise, or do you just walk? I just walk, Miss Sonia, Miss Sonia. I just walk. I don't even know because, like I said, I just moved here, so I don't know the miles um, from my house to this our little walking lake or whatever. But I'm gonna have to calculate it. I'll do it the next time and I'll let you know. But yeah, walking is good. Walking helps me keep weight down, honestly. I walk twice a day and I used to walk like a total of damn near 3 miles twice a day. But not sure now. But yeah, if I can get at least a mile and a half in per day, I'm good. But I literally walk every single day. So Miss Sonia as well, you guys, her book was released today, titled "Is It Grief?" Miss Sonia, put that in the chat for me. I believe I know it's about grief, and I know you tagged me in the group earlier. But her book was released via Amazon today. You guys go check it out. You know, we all go through a time of grief, something that we cannot avoid. Whether it's grieving a loved one that has gone on, or we grieve other things too. Grieve relationships. Grief can come in many different forms and many different ways. So, Miss Sonia, we were talking. What was that, about a week ago or something? And I was like trying to find out any recommendations for grief because we have a lot of people that's losing loved ones and things like that. And Miss Sonia was like, I got a book being released very soon, and that's the title. So yes, she has a book on Amazon that was released today. So I'll make sure I go purchase it, and because you never know when you're gonna need it, you know. So I have a friend that's, grieving. Her mom has been deceased for 2 years, but she's been grieving her mom hard. So I'm going to donate that book to her as well. I'm going to send her a copy. So Tammy said, dogs are so funny. I feed my bully, give treats, etc. This helper loves the men in our house. In which, what, Tammy? Oh, no. Oh Lord. So she favor the men, but you the one that feed her? Yeah. And treat you like crap. I'm confused too because normally the ones that feed them are the ones that they hold very, very close and tight to, and they don't play about them, you know. So my husband said the other day, he was like, "We walk, you walking there with this YouTube cutting off again." But yeah, but he said that dog just tolerates us or whatever. You come in and he don't see nobody else. So yeah, yours a little different, way different, Miss Tammy. So Rita, you that's right, Michigan, my husband's state. Yeah, we rodeo baby. So I was just like, I just wanted my loved ones, his loved ones, something very intimate. This is my husband' first time being married, and he's 46. So I just wanted, it to be real, real intimate. So whatever, you guys decide, I can't wait to be a part of it. I can tell you that. I can see my boy gonna be crying and everything up there. Hopefully he don't hear me right now. Mr. Sonia said, "Okay, I don't do well in heat. I used to walk a mile, but I want that to increase to 2 miles." So Miss Sonia book is Grief, Finding Strength While Healing Through Loss. Yes. Yes, I also explained that in my book, the many different forms people grieve. Good, good. We may be able to get a copy of that to Amber and her sister Ashley, because I know it's hard for them right now, but maybe that's something that I'll see about doing. It's definitely we all can use that. Yes, I learned healing has no timeline, and everyone, yes, ma'am, everyone grieves differently. Same thing. I think I mentioned to y'all before. I lost my 17-year-old cousin 7 years ago. Instantly, blood clot into her lungs. That was my uncle's only biological daughter. He had adopted her oldest daughter. And I mean, we were devastated. You talk about 17, healthy, whole, student athlete, just all around excellent child, like 4 point something GPA. She was entering her senior year. And I was getting a sew in put in my hair. I had just moved to Houston. My kids were at the apartment. I lived in an apartment when I first moved here. And my mom called me and she said, "Just pray. Lauren's not doing well." I'm like, "What?" And then I left from getting my hair done. Not 10 minutes later, she was gone. So, that was hard especially when they're not sick. Um, and so young. And I watched my uncle and my aunt, they were married 28 years, had been together a total of like 32 years. And that death tore them apart. They're now divorced. Both of them are remarried, but they were so tight. But when this happened, men are different. So she grieved differently, where I mean, she's still grieving. I look at my aunt every day if she's posting something about her daughter. Um, but my uncle didn't grieve immediately, if that makes sense. He grieved later. But I don't know what happened, but the marriage didn't work after that. And I know we hear about that a lot. Um, where a couple loses a child and they end up divorcing afterwards. So that was just a hard situation. And I learned then that people grieve differently and at different times. And you can't tell people when to heal. They heal when they're ready to heal. Now, you do have to own your healing as well. If you got somebody that's been deceased for 40 years and you still grieving, at some point, like, you have to own your own healing. If you just grieve and for the rest of your life, but I don't want to live like that. So counseling, prayer, whatever it takes to heal, you got to own that and take some accountability in your healing. And so that's what we see a lot on this red app. People are hurting, they not healed, and it could have happened from different people. Other content creators that don't have any empathy or sympathy, that's just their hurt. I look at it as they are hurt. And it's really, really sad because I don't want to live my life like that, just being miserable and hurt. Because it's just almost like you're just existing at this point. I hear all kind of noises coming from over here, so that's why I'm turning this way. I don't know what this is back here. Probably a body of water. And we do have a sign that says "Watch out for alligators." And I thought I seen one the other day, so I'll fall out if an alligator popped up behind me. Y'all see this slow walk turn into a fast run. But um, Sean said definitely need that book. Yes. Yep. Check it out, Miss Sonia. Definitely. She has how many other books you have, Sonia? Two or three? I know I have one of yours. Misha Lewis wrote a book as well. I have hers. I've already read yours, Miss Sonia, and I read Misha's a while ago when I bought it. Um, and Misha actually, she needs to do some advertising in the group as well because she's making candles now. I can't wait. I think I received my candle today. So she gifted me a candle, which was so sweet. Um, Tammy said he'll be boohooing out of happiness. Yes, Callie gonna be crying. I can't wait. I can't wait, baby. When I say crying, that brother, I look, I don't know. It's something about a man crying. You just be like, oh, they be full. They can't take it. They just be so full. Like my husband, he is not a crier. He is a alpha like no other. But baby, if I don't even think I've ever seen him cry. I don't think I have because he's the glue of the family. But who knows? We got to go through life together. So his parents are still here. His grandfather is 93 years old. That man walking faster than me. But that's what you sign up for. Through death do us part. Through sickness and health. Sean about to get ready for them vows, girl. Rita said, I thought about Amber this morning. So sad and some of the nasty things that people have said. I know. But I just look at it as they gotta deal with that. We don't know what people go through outside of this red app. They put on a performance. They seem like they got it all together, you know, and we know they don't. We don't know. They probably crying at night, punching the pillow, punching the air, drinking, trying to numb that pain. So that's why, like this internet, they show you what they want you to see. They don't show you the authentic them. Not saying some people do. Some people don't care. Like, that's me. I don't care what people think or say. So what you see is what you get with me. But we know some people just do. Look at the birds. That's so pretty. I don't know what kind of birds they are. But yeah, but some people just get on here and put on a whole show. And we know. We be like, Lord, who knows what they going through at night. So too evil to hope said, don't hate the hurter, hate the pain. Yes. Yes. That's good morning, Glenn. That's a good I've never heard anyone say that. Don't hate the hurt or hate the pain, right? Miss Sonia, I hope y'all can hear me now. I know my even when it goes out like that, I'm coming right back. I don't know why it does that. And I have 5G. I don't know what's going on. Tammy said, I lost my mom at 15 on Christmas Day. Oh my God. I never celebrated until I had kids. It was hard as hell. I finally overcame the pain. It took a while. My God, 15 and on Christmas Day, that had to be so hard. But you're a strong woman. I'm sure this made you even stronger after that. Um, can y'all hear me now? Okay. Let me know. Put yes in the chat if you can hear me now. This thing is weird that it does that. It resumes, it goes out, it make me resume. Okay. Um, Good morning, four sisters, two brothers. Good morning, Tawana. Miss Sonia said, I definitely don't care, never have. Even in school, people always said I have a don't care attitude, and I don't care what people think is what I think of myself. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And it's not what people say, it's what you answer to. You know who you are, you know. You know who you are, you know how you feel. Like, I'm so big on pouring into my daughter. Like, it's not about your physical, it's about what you have inside. Like, I used to, and I'm probably going to start this her first day of her senior year again, but I used to always in the mornings have a sticky note saying some kind of um, positive affirmations to my daughter every single morning. And she would leave them up there. And I don't know if you guys ever watched Being Mary Jane, but that's where I got that from. Like, it was just nothing but positive affirmations to her every single morning. And she told me, that definitely helped. She would read it, keep it up there, and it was just motivation for her. And so I end up stopping it, but I do need to start that over again. Glenn, oh, okay, you at the what you over there at the Tractor Supply? What you getting, stuff for your garden or stuff for your yard? But yeah, we gotta pour into our daughters, let them know who they are, because I've always had a thing where, of course, my mom was a single mother that raised me. However, I had my uncles that, they were there. I had my godfather that was there. And then my stepdad came when I was 19. So I was pretty much grown already. His kids were grown. I have a younger sister that is 3 or 4 years younger than me, but she was 15 and I was 19. So we lived under the same roof for maybe 6 months before I moved out and went to the military. And when I came back from the military, I got my own place after that. But like having girls, we see so many grown, hurt women that's 40 plus on this internet. If we don't do anything with them at a young age and pour into them, they would be that same way. And I don't want that for my daughter at all. I don't know what she may have to go through in life, with relationships. Um, and she has, she's had a little boyfriend, they broke up. And she's like, Mom, why are guys? And I'm like, girl, don't worry about them pouring to you. That's not who God got for you. You got time for that. But I want her to be so strong that, and I tell her every day, you're beautiful. Like, because when a guy come along and tell her she's beautiful, guess what? She can be like, I know. And she tell him, I know. My mom and my daddy tell me that all the time. So that's one thing I love about her father too. He dates her. Like, he'll come in town or if she's down there and he literally dates her. He will pick her up, present roses, take her to get her nails, feet done, whatever, go out to eat, go to the movies, whatever she decides she wants to do for their daddy daughter day. And I love that because this girl has had so many sets of roses that probably grown women have not ever seen. But I remember whenever he was deployed, we moved here, and I moved here first to scope it out, get situated, and then 6 months later they moved with me, and he got deployed. And so he went on a 6 month deployment, and when he came back, he surprised them at the school and presented roses and stuff to him. It was all on the news. He presented roses to my daughter, and she seen them and just ran up. He had 3 dozen of roses. And so then we surprised my son, of course, get him no roses, but my son cried. He was 8th grade. I'll never forget that. But that's what it's about, showing up for these kids. Despite what he and I went through, he still showed up for them. And I love him for that. But even now, for my birthday, he'll say, went out again, y'all. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. But yeah, but he does stuff like that, and and just he he shows her how she's supposed to be treated. So that's what I love. So Miss since Sonia said, yes, I still do that on mirrors, doors, refrigerators, something positive, and on my way out the door, I have one there, and that one says, "Smile, be kind, make someone day." Yes. And Cisonia, so the little refrigerator that I have now, the one with YouTube and stuff, you can put notes on it. Um, Go in there and type whatever little note for the day or whatever. So I've been doing that since we moved. And my first one was "Smile, Jesus loves you." So now I see they're doing it for me. They'll put a note. My son says something about "just keep swimming." I guess he got that from Nemo, Finding Nemo. And my daughter, she asked me the other day, "Did you see what note I put on the refrigerator?" So yeah, but of course it's all electronically or whatever. But that is so important to do, and not just for the girls, for the boys too. They need it too. They are going to encounter a whole lot in this world as well, so they need to be motivated as well. Glenn said, "Garden, yard, and RV. I haven't purchased it." So you purchased, you out there buying stuff for your RV that you don't even have yet. Hey, you prepared though. Yeah, my stepdad goes to the Tractor Supply a whole lot for that garden, so I know what you're doing over there. They probably get a whole lot of your money. Mrs. Sonia said, "That's good what y'all do. That's good. He does that. He's setting that firm foundation." Yes. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to hit y'all up. I'm gonna be in and out today. The boys are getting their haircuts. My bonus son and my husband getting haircuts this morning. And my son had to work at 8. He works at a thrift store nearby. It's like an upscale thrift store. I don't know if y'all have these in your areas, but when I tell you a thrift store could be bougie as I don't know what, but he opened it, and it's called Uptown Cheapskate. I always forget the name of it, but Uptown Cheapskate, and they have them everywhere. They have them all across the U.S. because I've seen them when I've traveled to Utah, and they're all across Houston, but they're everywhere. And but they're real bougie. Like you can't bring no Sheen stuff in there. Like they don't play, and they don't want no old looking stuff either. So I have a lot of pantsuits that I used to wear, for events or whatever. When I was a probation officer, I would have to dress in pantsuits to go to court. And I asked him, I said, "Hey, can I give this to your store or whatever? I don't care about the money. You could keep that." He was like, "We don't want them ugly old suits." So yeah, but he's at work today, and Charlie's at the groomer. Glenn, I brought Charlie to the groomer, girl. He's over there getting his hair cut. It's had been 5 weeks. That hair grows so fast. So yeah, he's at the groomer, probably mad as hell right now. Probably mad as hell at me. Um, since Sonya said, "You're not even out of breath walking." So yeah, I know I'm long overdue walking. I'll be consistent this time. Yeah, I like it. Even before I started doing the live thing, I've been doing this for years. So this was my time. Like in the early mornings, I used to walk when it was. But yeah, that's something that I've always done. In the mornings used to be my early prayer time, and that just hearing nature while you're walking. The neighborhood's quiet, and it's just some peace to it. So that's how I would always start my day. I would walk Charlie, get him out the way, then go put him up, and then go walk again another like mile and a half. So whatever you do for your peace, and that's what I like. And I like bike riding. So I have what about 3 bikes, but I have some of those bikes that are not your Walmart bike. is I have a giant and a trick. And if you know about those, those are some good, those are some good, really, really good bikes. I used to do 10 to 15 miles a day bike riding. I haven't done it in a while. I don't know why I fell off with it. And that was the best thing that I don't like the gym. I go to the gym, but just for weights. But I like doing things outside. Um, Glenn said, "That's awesome, Candy, that you and their father pour into your children." Yes, ma'am, we sure do. That's one thing that we did right. Even though we divorced 16 years ago, like I pat him on the back, I pat myself on the back, and we talk about that all the time. So I told him, "Come on, let's get this book together." Since he's done with school, he went back to get his bachelor's degree. He had 90 plus credit hours in electrical engineering back when we were dating at Southern. But he ended up getting that good job with Exxon through my sister and joined the military. And shoot, I was asking, why are you going back to school with all the money you make? But he wanted to do that for our children and his children because he has two others. Because he's like, how can I be pushing my kids to go back to school and I didn't finish, or go to college and I didn't finish? So he ended up going to LSU and he finished his bachelor's in December. So I told him once he was done with school and done, he's retired from the military now as of January. He has 20 years in the National Guard. And I told him, come on, let's get this book going now. Because so many people could use a co-parenting book. Because we got the good, the bad, and the ugly, baby. We done been through it all. So when people find out, like, they look at us because they knew where we were 16 years ago, especially how the divorce ended, with what happened. And some people know my story, but they like, what? You different. But no, I know forgiveness. And I have that mindset of how can I not forgive others when I fail God every day and I need him to forgive me every single day. So that's what I walk in. That's what I live by. Um, Now, my forgiveness don't mean that I'm connecting back with you. Hell no. But I do that for me. And it's true forgiveness, not with the mouth, but with the heart. And I had to understand that probably about 14 years ago. Because I was like, I forgive you, and still was acting a damn fool. But Tammy said, my grandson loves thrift shops. He comes back with really nice clothes. You wouldn't even know it. Yes, ma'am. My son, he is a thrifter. That's a big thing in Houston. These youngsters in college, they thrift, baby. We have a whole area, it's called Montrose. They go from store to store. It is a big thing here amongst the young population. The teenagers, probably to like the 30 or 40s, the young adults, they have, it almost remind you like of a bar crawl. And they walk up and down the street going into this thrift store. You got food trucks out there. It's really, really nice. But most of his clothes come from the thrift store because he likes certain styles. He's different. It started just a hobby because I love those side of the road shops and I would take him with me. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, my son ain't get it from me because I don't go to no thrift store. I don't like to shop though, but it's just like their generation. They like that kind of stuff. Yeah, try early mornings or late. Yeah, yeah, after it's calmed down. Because right now it's hot. I'm sweating. That's why I turned this camera around. I'm sweating right now, but I'm almost home. Whew, almost home. But yeah, those are the bikes. Yes, and they are very good bikes. I don't know if I can go through this right now. My lazy butt likes drinking coffee by the pool in AM. I love the peacefulness. Right. Hey, the pool, I do that too now. Whew, man, it's hot. Yes, forgiveness work for you, not the other person. A lot of people don't understand that forgiveness work for them. Right, right. You would think they would understand that, but they don't. They don't, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get off here. I am drenching wet, y'all, and I'm going to take me a shower. I got some stuff to do around this house. Um, I'm still in some kind of bags, going through stuff, y'all. This you don't realize how much junk you have until you move. Man, I'm just like, why do I have all of this? But you guys have a good day. I don't know. I know Amore's doing the um thing tonight, the raffle. I think we're having the celebration and all of that. So Apple Pay did not work yesterday, and she was able to Apple Pay me last night. And so we're well, 2, 3 in the morning or more had Apple paid me so that I could send out whoever wins the raffle. But yeah, I know we're gonna be doing that today. She's excited about that. So I will catch y'all on one of her lives. Y'all have a